Trevor.
Hi, Maki.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Let's do this. We're going to start this little show where we talk about movies. We don't have a name for it yet. We're still working on that. Hopefully figure it out now. But I'm Maki. This is Trevor. I own a wonderful movie theater. And Trevor is my first employee. He's number one, my captain.
Yep.
And he helps manage it, run it, on and off, here and there.
Every so often.
He likes playing it more than anything. But
Yep.
yeah, so we both grew up loving movies, and we want to talk about it. So, yeah, I mean, I guess we can go into more stuff later, but this week at Sycamore State Theater, we're playing Aquaman, Wonka, and Migration. Wonka, 2 thumbs up. Did you see Aquaman yet?
I have not seen Aquaman.
Are you going to see it?
I'm not going to see it.
You refuse.
I saw the final 5-10 minutes of it.
Okay, yeah. Trevor likes to cheat. I don't cheat. I like to watch a whole movie all the way through.
I typically do that, but I didn't have high hopes for it.
Yeah.
So I went in one day when we had no one, and I just watched the final few minutes, and it just wasn't it.
It's doing better than I thought. Like,
Okay.
Not for us. For us, it's doing terrible.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's our demographic or what, but it's doing terrible for us. But overall, like, I think it's doing better than the Marvels did, because the Marvels flopped pretty hard.
Yeah.
So we talk a lot about newer movies that come out, obviously, because we're trying to plan ahead. But yeah, it's I don't know. It's for Aquaman 1 to do $1 billion, and then this one to barely cross, I think, 250 worldwide, and most of it's worldwide too.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's like 150 worldwide, 100 domestic, but not good.
Yeah.
For us, the best movie is Migration, hands down. We're crushing with it. We're a kids theater. Well, not a kids theater, but we do very well with the kids, especially during winter break. So, and I'm surprised Wonka isn't doing better, honestly. For how well Migration's doing.
Yeah.
Do you feel Wonka should be doing better?
I feel like the reason why is because parents were afraid that it might be as scary as the first. I know quite a few kids.
As scary as the Gene Wilder?
Yeah, Gene Wilder. Yes.
Okay. I still haven't seen Charlie the Chocolate Factory.
Me
No,
either.
no,
Me
no,
either.
really?
No.
Yeah.
I refused to. I watched like 10 minutes of it when I was younger.
It was, I don't know.
And I didn't like it compared to the original.
Maybe one day I'll watch it just because I really like this one.
Yeah.
I was really talking about sequels today already and I was like, I don't know. So, quick note, the director is Paul King.
Yep.
Director of Paddington 1, Paddington 2.
Yep.
For some reason, I've had Paddington 2 DVD playing nonstop in my house for the past, and we've finally slowed down on it. We played it once a day for a month and a half.
Okay.
And we all fell in love with it. My wife,
Yes.
Taki, and I, the baby, would watch it. It was awesome. And it's just a wonderful movie. And as the more I watched it, the more I fell in love with it because all the characters are so sweet. It's just, you could tell every word, every picture, every place spot in there is just great. It's just, so knowing that it's the same director, and it's also the same writer too.
Yes.
So if you've watched Banter too, so you've seen all the other actors that he crossed over with.
Yep.
So Taki was we were watching, oh, I know that guy.
Yeah.
So that was fun. That was a lot of fun, and he crushed it, I felt he honestly,
Yes.
he crushed it. I give it 9 out of 10 on IMDb is what I put it down as. But
This Wonka?
For Wonka, but I think
Yes.
it's 10 out of 10 for me is perfect movie. And I don't think I can, I think perfect movie doesn't come, when you first rate, for me, I have to watch it multiple times. I have to really give it some time, thought, and say, okay, that's a 10. And there's only I think I only have 5 10s. Maybe.
And then, of course, as time goes on and you watch different movies, your rating might change for other movies. I used to think The Princess Bride was my all-time favorite movie.
I think it's a 10 for me.
That was a 10 out of 10, but now I give it a 9.
What put you off on it?
It was just seeing the story in other movies and seeing the character development. I felt like they could have done a lot better. They did a fantastic job. But this scenery was stunning, but it didn't feel alive.
Really?
It didn't feel alive.
The
scenery, and then that didn't make some of the fights, some of the characters, some of the scenes feel all that believable.
I think that's the first time I've ever thought of a weakness in that movie, but I can see that. The fight scene was cool, but it felt like, you ever see the old Star Trek movies?
Yeah.
It kind of felt like that a little bit, now you say that, And I don't know if that was their intention or not. But it's still, for me, it's a perfect movie. The acting, everything about it is just flows well, and that's what this one felt. It really felt. Wonka felt good. You know, you didn't know where they were going. Timothy Chalamet, whatever his name is.
Chalamet.
Timothy Chalamet. I call him Chalamet. He's another Right. Remember last year I was calling who was it? M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong.
Yeah.
I was calling him Timothy Shyamalan Ding Dong too. But I think he's great. I think it's our first movie. You said you saw first movie you saw him in too, right?
Yes. Yeah, one of the first I've seen him in, yeah.
Yeah, no, it was... I know he's in Dune, which is coming up.
Yep.
Dune 2 is projected to do very well.
Yep.
I haven't... Did you watch the first one?
I did not watch the first one.
I didn't watch the first one either.
No.
So, but that is going to be on my list.
Yep.
But no, I thought he crushed it. He didn't push it too hard. The story was great. I could have used a little bit more of God, what's his... I'm blanking now. What's his name?
Name.
The Oompa Loompa.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I almost said Russell Crowe. No.
We're talking about...
Yeah.
We were talking about Russell Crowe earlier. And I have Pierce Brosnan in it. It was not Pierce Brosnan. It's Hugh Grant. No, Hugh Grant. I could have used a little more Hugh Grant, maybe. I was expecting a little bit more. But I think maybe for as much as they put him in, it worked. It wasn't...
Yes.
It wasn't overdue. They weren't relying on him for the whole movie. It was funny. All the actors, they do a great job casting. I remember that in Paddington 2, the casting was just every character stuck out.
Yeah.
You know, and this one too, every little character stuck out. Even the Scrubber lady, the Miss Scrubber lady was hilarious, and she had something to her. You know, the squad of the kidnapped accountant and the comedian cracked me up. You know, it was awesome. I hope everybody sees it, and it's a musical. People didn't know that, but it's a musical, and it didn't feel like a musical.
No.
No, they did a great job of blending it in, you know, and some were saying that they hid that on purpose.
Yes.
And they said that it was people won't go to musicals if they know it's a musical.
Yep.
But if they go, they enjoy it.
Yes, that's why Mean Girls is also not projecting that well, because they are marketing it as the musical.
I think it's a good move. I think it's a good move on their part to see how that goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really think that he's going to do well. I think, and he's also got Paddington Peru coming out.
Yeah.
So that's, I don't know the story yet, there's no trailer yet. I don't know if it's this year or next year.
Okay.
But it'll be fun. I'm excited for Paddington in Peru. So let's go over some reviews now.
2024. It is coming out.
Oh, is it this year?
It's saying 2024. But I'm getting two different things. It says 2024, and now it's down here. It's saying January 17th.
I'm only a January what?
January 17th next year.
That'd be good for January next year.
Yeah.
That'd be great because it kind of I like that. I'd rather save it for then.
Yeah.
It's so hard being in a post-COVID movie theater owner. I don't know what it was like before, if there's that many transfers of dates, but there's been so many transferring of dates this year. That and Universal beat out Disney this year in ticket sales.
Yeah.
By like 50 million. You know, some people said that it was if Dune 2 would have stayed, or no, if if one of the movies shifted around, Disney might have won. But yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting for Universal to beat out Disney. I mean, they definitely didn't do well with Little Mermaid and some other stuff this year. They definitely, their biggest bomb of the year, though, you know what that is, right? That's our movie review next week.
Indiana Jones.
Yep, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. That's what we're going to be reviewing next week. So that'll be fun.
Yep.
I'm going to rewatch it.
I will too.
Have you watched it once?
I've seen it once.
I'll rewatch it. Yeah, it had a huge budget. And I read more about it too. It was a $350 million budget. But it was right during COVID. They had a bunch of reshoots, bunch of cuts. Apparently, I think the CGI for, spoiler, Harrison Ford at the beginning was...
It was pretty good.
It was expensive, but I thought it was good. I heard some complaints on it, but I wasn't upset with it.
No.
I was like, I'll buy it. You know, I was like, okay, this is good. You know, I enjoyed. I could say I enjoyed it. I don't know. I can't wait to watch it again. Because there's a moment in the first time I saw it where I knew where they were going with it, and I got really excited. Yeah. Yeah. So I think it. Yeah, we'll talk more about it next week. Okay. But that bombed hard. I mean, it was. It was. Definitely. They were expecting $1 billion movie, and I think they got like 500 million, if that. You know.
Let's see.
I think it's less, but it was. I mean, that definitely hurt Disney big time. They put a lot of market. That's the thing too. So. The 350, they call it the 2 times multiplier in the biz. I don't know what I'm talking about, but that's what they call it. Is you're supposed to break even, you want to get double what your budget is. What'd it do?
It grossed $384 million
total,
becoming box office bomb due to a wide audience appeal.
Yeah, no, it was. You know, I felt like it didn't do. I felt like it was unfair. I don't know if it's because audiences knew they could watch it on Disney Plus and. 4 months, which has been a problem, they've said. But I mean, it's Indiana Jones. It's Harrison Ford. I mean, it's kind of one of those. He's an icon.
Everyone has lost faith in Disney after what they did with his character in Star Wars. After what they did with Star Wars. I didn't see that. After what they did with Star Wars.
Yeah, but Star Wars is a Star Wars. Okay, I get what you're saying.
It's still.
But Star Wars had 6 movies. They were doing 79 movies.
Yes.
Plus all the Disney Plus streaming had restarted then. There's only been 4 Indiana Jones movies.
Okay, well, think about it. Think about it. So
3 of those were back in the 90s, 80s,
90s. Yeah. So those 3, and then Skull of Destiny. Crystal Skull.
Yeah.
Flopped.
Yeah.
Everybody hated it.
And I get that.
Nobody liked it. And then with this one,
I like Aliens. It was for me. It was okay. But this one was. I think this one was much better.
This one was so much better.
Yeah, it was better. I felt they did him justice.
Yes.
The CGI looked good enough. I mean, I know people were complaining about the female lead.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't think she pulled away enough.
No.
I felt like I was like, okay, she was maybe kind of weak, but it wasn't like I'm turning this off right now.
Yeah.
They tried to bring the little kid. No, we can save a lot of our review for next week.
Yeah.
But that's what we're doing next week. But no, Disney, they gotta. I think they're. Somebody said I've heard somebody they're slowly figuring it out what they're gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they.
Isn't the Disney CEO stepping down? Or no?
I think he already stepped down, but that's. I mean, it's. Not. I think they're taking more time. Somebody said that they're doing something right on streaming. I don't watch a lot of the streaming. Have you?
No, not really. Some of it.
Some of it.
I mainly watch the Marvel and Star Wars stuff. That's pretty much it. Big fan of the new What If series, the new season that just came out.
I haven't checked any of that out yet.
That was amazing, fantastic.
Yeah.
Definitely my second favorite.
Really?
Marvel show from Disney,
Nice.
Disney Plus. Yeah.
Nice.
So.
Yeah, I think they're trying to do some more world building there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they're ever going to get another Avengers run like they had.
No.
I do think that if they decide to, go another 5 years down the road and pull in a Tony Stark or a Chris Evans or if they pull in one of the Fab Five or whatever, it would do huge. Kind of like Spider-Man No Way From Home when they brought in Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield.
Yes. Yeah.
Huge. Well, I mean, and we all knew about it. We didn't care. Like, yes, they did a good job of hiding that, but it was.
Yes.
It was a blast for all the audience members here too. I know they loved it. They were so excited.
Yes. Yeah. I know. I think What If is going to be Disney's big thing at bringing old characters back, because throughout this season, in almost every single episode, we've had Robert Downey Jr. voicing Iron Man. We've had we've had all of the characters, and then the final episode, spoiler warning, is just. It's the strongest version of every hero and villain from millions of different universes that get let out in the same building and pretty much all have a brawl as Supreme Strange is trying to kill them all to restore the universe that he destroyed. He destroyed his own universe, so he's taking all these godlike beings from every other universe and everywhere, and he's trying to pretty much kill them all, get all their energy to make a new universe where that's the exact same as the one that he destroyed to get back with his girlfriend.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, I think that is really cool too. I didn't read many old comics.
Okay.
But I knew that there was tons of them and that new characters came in, characters died, they came back.
Yes.
Different universes. I did read Infinity Gauntlet, which was pretty cool.
Yep.
And for reading that from back in the day, I kind of had an idea of where they go with things.
Mm-hmm.
And that's cool that the Marvel film crew is trying to imitate that with their What If series, or whether it's that or just in general, where it's like, hey, like, comics have always been like, what if this guy fights this guy? What if there's always been like every superhero can also be a villain.
Exactly.
There's good Tony Stark, there's bad Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Supreme Strange, he's bad. Is he technically bad or no?
He's bad. Yes.
So good Strange, bad Strange. There's Hulk is naturally good and bad.
Yes.
But there's worse Hulks. So I think that they've done a real good job of that too.
And then they're really doing a good job at connecting.
I wonder if that'll connect with movies though.
I definitely think it will, because at the end of the final episode of this season, they connected it with the season finale of the Loki show that just ended a couple months ago.
Okay, and so that has been huge. And
that's my all-time favorite series on Disney Plus is Loki. The series finale for that is phenomenal, and the fact that within 2 months we already have another connection between the Watcher, Captain Carter, And Loki only means that we're going to see more and more multiversal stuff happening very soon.
Well, did they push back Civil War?
They pushed back...
Well, wait, what's it called?
Captain America New World Order, I think. Yes.
And then also Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts got pushed back, and one of the main stars for it...
Did they kicked him out?
They didn't kick him out.
They fired him.
No, he left for Thunderbolts. In the Thunderbolts movie. He's the guy from The Walking Dead. He's the little...
Daryl?
No.
Stephen Yeun?
Yes,
No.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he was supposed to play a character, and I read something today. I don't know if it's true. But I read something today.
No, I read it too. It said that he had... Because it got pushed so far back because of COVID, he had other contracts that he...
Yes.
That wasn't... I don't think it was a bad thing. It was just, he's like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, but he was supposed to play a really powerful character in the Marvel Universe, and he was supposed to have several movies within the MCU, and this was supposed to be his debut.
But you also have Jonathan Majors, right?
Jonathan Majors, who's no longer playing the King.
So I think they've kind of hit the brakes and they're kind of restructuring. I think,
yes, they definitely have.
And I think that's good though. I think there is superhero fatigue. I think if they can keep it alive on Marvel and push it there, and then they're gonna get really good. They're gonna get really good heat online, and then when they come out with a movie, it's gonna crush.
Like Deadpool 3, March, right? I believe
end of March.
End of March, yeah.
I think so. Deadpool 3 is gonna crush for sure.
Yes.
It'll probably be $1 billion movie for us. It's rated R, right?
It's rated R, yes.
So that's gonna be tough.
But it's going to have the pull because it would not surprise me if they bring in Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans.
Yeah. That might be too soon, but I mean,
because what they're doing is. They might also reshape the entire Deadpool 3.
I can see that. I can see a Stinger having that.
Deadpool 3 was supposed to be a direct lead-in into Kang Dynasty, which is now canceled.
Yeah.
It has been renamed. It's been renamed to Avengers 5.
Okay.
And it hasn't started filming yet. So, what Deadpool 3 is leading up to, what the synopsis of the film is that Deadpool goes across the multiverse.
Oh yeah.
To recruit the strongest version of every Avenger.
Hugh Jackman.
To kill Kang the Conqueror, but with no more Kang the Conqueror, I don't know what they're going to do.
You think they edited the movie?
Kang's
only appeared in Ant-Man, right?
Has only appeared in Ant-Man and Loki.
And Loki, okay.
Yes. So me personally, I think that the synopsis for the movie where Deadpool goes around and and gets all the strongest characters of every universe.
Uh-huh.
I think he's going to kill them all in the end, like the comic line Deadpool Kills the Multiverse, where he goes around and kills a bunch of universes because he wants to and all that. So I definitely think...
Because he's Deadpool, there's a reason.
Yeah. So I definitely think that we're going to have a twist at the end, and we're going to see Deadpool like massacre the strongest version of like every Avenger that we know.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
So...
I'm excited. I've never been a huge Deadpool fan. Mm-hmm. But both movies were generally fun. I mean,
yes.
It's just, if you like that type of movie, and it's cool because that type of movie didn't used to be very popular or as big as do as well as other movies, and it's the ones that I like
Kingsman.
What?
Kingsman didn't do all that good, but a lot of people really enjoyed it.
Well, I'm thinking more of like it's just graphic. It's very like Pulp Fiction, Fight Club, like those are from my day and age.
I still haven't seen Fight Club.
Fight Club, I haven't seen it in a long time. Maybe that'll be on a list at some point. I'll rewatch that. It's definitely a psychotic thriller, a psychology thriller, but it has some stuff too. But just movies that let it all hang out. They don't care what happens. I mean, and like it's very rarely do you get that. And Deadpool does that.
Yeah.
And they don't care about it. They're like, we're doing this is rated R. And we're gonna pack the house. We're gonna make these parents bring their kids in.
Yeah.
So I don't know. This year's lineup looks pretty good. Not great. I think from a business standpoint, I'm doing a decent job so far of tackling January, February with the other special events we're doing. Once the kids come in to play the big game, I really want to do the free movies for the summer again.
Yep.
But movie-wise, I don't know if I'm really hyped for much.
There's not much coming out this year that is all that exciting.
The Godzilla Kong will be fun. I mean, Planet of the Apes was a classic.
Yep.
It could be okay.
Inside Out 2.
Inside Out 2. I haven't seen the first one.
That is one of my all-time favorite Pixar movies.
I've had a lot of hype for it.
It's
Everybody
fantastic.
Sees it. They love the poster.
Yes.
They love the poster, so that's cool. I think that'll do well
for
sure. I can tell it's already got some stuff, some heat from the customers walking in and seeing the poster. And I'm excited for Despicable Me 5.
Of course.
5?
I think so.
Four?
Or 4.
I'm
5 or
excited
4.
for that because the
Yes.
minions. I can't. Rise of Gru was a blast. This one will be just as fun. It'll do well. Our big Fall Guy with Ryan Reynolds. That's Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling.
That's
Fall
like the
Guy,
big one of the big summer hits.
Okay.
The budget was 175 million.
Really?
You haven't heard about this?
No.
Yeah, it's coming out 4th of July weekend. I don't know. It looks okay, but it looks to me like it could flop.
You think so?
It's the stuntman action guy. I mean, we're not getting Beekeeper that's coming out. Have you seen that one?
I have.
With Jason Statham?
Yes.
What, he's a beekeeper, but he also kills people, beats them up. It's like...
Yeah.
And the thing is,
it's Jason Statham. He's going to be in
one
movies.
Of those times, yeah, if I go see... I went and saw his last one.
Mm-hmm.
One of his last ones. And I go in knowing, hey, it's Jason Statham. It's like the Michael Bay effect. It's like,
exactly.
You know what you're getting, you know? And there's better movies to do that. Like Violent Night was awesome.
Fantastic.
Awesome. It was fun. I really liked
Nobody.
Nobody, too. That was
Nobody
one of the
really
first
good.
ones I saw back when COVID came out before I was here. But I also like the actor as well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so it's... But like that reminds me of... But those movies, they did 30, 40, 50 million at the box office.
Yeah.
I don't know if Ryan Gosling can pull in this much. You know,
I think
it's got to be a 400 million, maybe.
I definitely think that a lot of people will come to see it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people my age and younger, because of the current memes that are going on with Ryan Gosling.
Like what?
Everyone.
Oh, from Barbie.
Yeah, from Barbie, and everyone's saying I'm Ryan Gosling. I'm literally Ryan
Really?
Gosling. Like I drive and all that, and then
Okay.
like they.
I've seen some stuff about movie talk. Have you heard of book talk?
Yes.
So I've heard something about movie talk as
Yep.
well, which I think is a true thing and can build movies like this rom-com that just came out, Anyone But You.
Yep.
Doing great. For the budget, it has already blown up, and people are liking it. It's getting good reviews. So I didn't get it. I had the chance to get it. I don't think I will.
Okay.
Just 'cause it's a little bit late, you know. But otherwise, I mean, Sonic 3.
Sonic 3, I'm
What's the other
so
one
excited.
Dune 2, Furiosa.
Furiosa.
I still haven't seen the other Mad Max.
I'm not a big fan of the Mad Max
Have you
series.
seen the originals with Mel Gibson?
I have not.
Okay.
I have not seen the originals.
That's,
I've only seen the newer ones.
Those are classic old school. I like that dystopian feel. I love those type of movies. One of my favorite movies that is hard to admit is one of your favorite, but Waterworld. You ever see Waterworld? You hated Waterworld.
I have not seen Waterworld. Not yet.
Okay, it is a lot. It got terrible reviews.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a fun movie, though.
Okay.
You know, I mean, you know the premise of it?
I do not.
There's no land.
There's no land.
You have to
just
have a
water?
boat. It's just water. It's a water world.
Then how they
it's
make a
called
boat?
Water World.
How they make a boat?
No, they had some ships and,
Okay.
and what's his face? Not Kurt Russell. Not Kurt Russell. Not Russell Crowe. Kevin Costner. Kevin Costner's got this long hair, and spoiler alert, he's part fish, or he has gills at least. But and then the bad guy is another famous actor, Anthony Hopkins or Dennis Hopkins. Anthony Hopkins.
Dennis Hopper.
Dennis Hopper. Yeah.
Dennis Hopper. Yes.
Excellent bad. He's also the bad guy in Speed. Have you seen that movie?
I have not.
There's a bunch of movies.
I know.
Movies we're gonna work on.
Yes.
We're gonna work on it.
Yep.
But no. So I mean, I like that. At Furiosa, I know there's big hype behind the previous Mad Max.
Okay.
Is it Tom Hardy? Sorry.
Tom
Furiosa?
Hardy. Yeah.
So he's a wonderful actor. Does great things. So I think that'll do well. Horror movie wise, we got Saw 10.
Saw 11.
Saw 11 coming out.
I think.
Smile 2.
Smile 2.
I didn't see
the
the first-
Terrifier 3.
Oh, God, I'm not getting that one.
Not gonna get it? No.
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 It's too gory. Man.
It's way too gory. Yeah. And
you know, and it's the horror movies don't do well here.
Yeah.
You know, Smile 2 I'll probably get.
Yep.
Saw I might get if it's available.
Venom 3 is
That'll
coming
be
out.
good.
Yes.
That's supposed to be bigger. I heard. That's supposed to be bigger than I thought it was.
Craven the Hunter.
That's got more hype than I thought, though.
That looks. It looks like it's going to flop, but I think what's going to bring people into it is the new Spider-Man game that came out, because they did an amazing job with the
that's
character Craven the Hunter
Nice.
in that game. He was fantastic
Really?
in that game. Yeah.
That'll help then. That'll help.
Yes. Yeah.
Madam Web comes out a couple weeks.
That doesn't have any hype behind it.
No.
I've only seen that one trailer.
Carrie liked it. My wife liked it. She
Yep.
she wanted to see it. It had Dakota Johnson in it.
Yep.
She's very popular. I think it'll be okay for Valentine's Day. It'll be okay because
Yeah.
you're gonna you're gonna get some girls convincing guys to go see, and it'll be okay because it's a kind of a mid-action movie.
Yes.
We have that. We have Bob Marley, which I think will be fun.
Mm-hmm.
But there's really not that I see this gonna go crazy. There's no Top Gun.
There's no Top Gun. No.
There's no Barbenheimer.
No.
There's no Mario even. I think Despicable Me 4 do well, but like Mario was insane.
I think Despicable Me will do
as well as Mario.
Just as good. I think it'll do a little bit less, but I think it's going to be our best movie of the year.
I can see that.
The only thing I can see beating Despicable Me 3 is Sonic if we hold it through January.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, Sonic 3, this movie is going to introduce the character Shadow, and that is... Excited. I'm super excited. Shadow's my favorite.
He's a Sonic nerd.
I'm a big Sonic nerd, so...
You know, Taki was talking about Sonic. He was running around like Sonic.
That's awesome.
And I don't think he's played it or seen it, so I'm going to introduce him to Sonic.
So,
the only Sonic game I played a lot, I played the originals.
Okay.
But I love playing Sonic Pinball for some reason.
Okay,
It was fun.
Yeah. But this movie introduces the character Shadow, which comes from the best Sonic game of all time, Sonic Adventures 2.
Yeah.
Fantastic. They're definitely going to change it because I don't think we're going to see a 12-year-old girl get shot
You're
on
so
screen.
fanboying right now.
I am. I really am. Yeah. I really am.
That's exciting though. Yeah.
So
I haven't seen any of them.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey is one of my favorites.
Jim Carrey.
And it's the one movie.
His final
It's the one movie that he'll come back for.
Yeah.
You know, it's the one he's like, yeah, my final movie is Sonic 3. Don't care about all the other hard work I've done.
Is it Sonic? I thought it was Sonic 2. I think he's done.
Oh, this is Sonic 2 or 3 coming out?
This is Sonic 3 coming out.
Yeah.
Sonic 2 was his final one.
No, I think he's doing Sonic 3.
I don't think so.
Look it up. I'm pretty sure he's doing Sonic 3.
Okay.
Because it's like the one thing he enjoys, I think.
Yeah, because he has everything. Like, he has complete control over his character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As he should. It's Jim Carrey.
Okay, he does. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
sorry.
Jim
I'm
Carrey.
sorry. All right.
You don't hire Jim Carrey and go, Jim, I think I want you to do like this.
Yeah.
You say, hey, Jim Carrey.
Here's
the check. Go do your thing, and we'll just record.
We do not know if he will.
He's
all right.
got to do it.
Well, okay. So at the end of the last movie, spoiler warning, Jim Carrey has this giant robot that's like 300, 400 feet tall.
Robotnik?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dr. Robotnik.
I know a little bit.
Okay. And pretty much Sonic takes the head off the giant robot, and Jim Carrey's standing there on a platform, and Sonic just like taps it, and the robot falls backwards. So Jim Carrey is free falling from 300, 400 feet.
He's fine.
I don't think so.
They leave it open.
They leave it open. They
Good.
but they don't look into finding his body. Like
Good,
it looks like he gets crushed by the robot.
That's good.
It would be fantastic if his final line ever is "Later, loser."
Later, loser.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. Like it's. Yeah.
I think it'll do well. I know we did. We had it here. I forgot we had something.
Yeah. It did super well for us.
I gotta double check the notes on it, but yeah, it was. A lot of people liked it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, there's hopefully something else comes across. Oh, there's Civil War.
Yes.
Which is where
A24.
A24 is going to be their biggest budget. They're doing the Texas and California team up and try to take over the rest of the United States.
Yep.
So it's it has one of my probably one of the best actors up and coming. I feel Jesse Plemons.
Okay.
He played in Breaking Bad. He also played in the last Scorsese movie as the bad guy. As the guy in there, Jesse Plemons.
Yes.
You seen him before?
I have.
Yeah.
What have I seen him in?
He's
Love
pretty
and Death,
talented.
Killers of the Flower Moon.
That's the one he was in.
He was in Game Night Like Mike, 2002.
I haven't seen that one.
No, that was a big movie when I was younger. Breaking Bad. I know him from Breaking Bad and El Camino.
El Camino, yeah.
American Made. The Irishman.
Was he in The Irishman?
He was.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he was in The Irishman. I remember he was one of the henchmen.
Bridge of Spies. That was a good movie.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's gonna do well.
Yep.
And so he looks like I hope he has a major role in it, but that could be very diversive during election year and all that. So
yes.
I think it'll do well, but
I think that's the point why it's out this year.
Yeah, I'm glad they kind of did tongue in cheek and didn't do Texas and Florida, But I mean, it'll be okay. It's an interesting concept, but I don't know if it'll break out or not. But I mean, otherwise on the schedule, it's just I don't see much. I know we have Ghostbusters. Disney a lot. I think ELO possibly. I think that
Elio?
Elio.
That looks really good.
I think-
I'm honestly super excited for it. I think that'll be cute.
I think I got pushed back to 2025. Oh, Garfield. With
Garfield, yep.
With Chris Pratt. I think that'll be an interesting movie.
Yes.
But yeah, I feel like there's one more coming out in December that I'm not on top of right now. But either way, I do think it's going to be a down year.
Mm.
Last year was down big time.
Yep.
And this year is supposedly going to be $1 billion less than that.
Lord of the Rings.
That's the one. I think I think that'll be a huge one. And there's maybe one more besides that.
The Karate Kid sequel. There's a new Karate Kid
I heard about
movie.
that,
Yep.
and I think they're pulling Cobra Kai actors in there.
Yes, they are.
I think it's
yes, Jackie Chan, Jonathan Entwistle. He played, I think, the kid in the first one.
Okay.
And then Rob Lieber and Ralph Macchio.
Yeah.
And then Thunderbolts, the December 20th, but it got pushed back, right? I think it got pushed back to 25.
So I mean,
Sonic 3.
there'll be a couple. I think there'll be a couple more that come out.
Yep.
I would just like to see something break out again to really get people, because you felt when Mario and Barbie and Oppenheimer, you felt a vibe when people came in and just beforehand and whatever. You really felt a strong vibe.
Mm-hmm.
And Top Gun as well. People coming in and out just raving about it. I wish they
Yes.
should, So we'll see. Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be. We're going to push hard and try to make things work again.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do some classic movies. But yeah, I'm excited, for 2024.
Yep.
We'll keep updating as we go.
Of course.
So the review of the week. Did we already cover?
We did Indiana Jones and Rebel Moon. Yeah, we did talk about Rebel Moon.
We talked about Rebel Moon.
The
big one to talk about is I saw Robin Hood, and I didn't realize there's a Kevin Costner Robin Hood.
Yep.
Okay, there's a couple different Robins. So first of all, the one that I haven't seen in a long time that I got to watch again is Men in Tights. Speaking of Princess Bride and Carrie Elwes.
Yep.
But there's also Kevin Costner Robin Hood.
Mm-hmm.
But the Russell Crowe Robin Hood is the one I watched. I enjoyed it. I loved the crap out of it. It was an origin story.
Okay.
It had some weak points to it, but it flowed well.
That's good.
Russell Crowe is the best in that brooding, hulking man.
Of course.
It was cool to see the origin of, or their picturing of the origin of Robin Hood, because he was just a normal soldier. He ended up carrying back a sword as a dying wish to Nottingham, and he took over the name for a bit, and then you really see him rise up and take control and start leading these people to push back basically the French army.
Yes.
What's the big news this week, Trevor?
So the news this week, we have got Jack Black cast as Steve in the Minecraft movie.
Minecraft. The game that my son will not put down, and the game that I don't care, because it's so... watching him build stuff and watching him create is funny. It's awesome. I'm completely happy with it. I think the movie is going to crush.
I personally think the movie's going to be weird. The movie doesn't start filming for another month.
Game, though, right?
I played the game. I love the game.
I've fooled around, but I've never gotten deep.
I've put easily 30 days of my life into Minecraft.
Wow.
Yes, I love the game. Every year I get 1 or 2 servers up with my buddies, and we play, and we beat the game, and then we all get bored because we hit the end goal within a week.
Yeah.
So I personally think that this movie is going to do well, but it's not going to be good.
You think it's going to do better than Mario than worse than Mario?
I definitely think it's going to be better than Mario. I don't think it's going to do good, though.
Better than Mario?
No, it's going to be better than Mario. I think it's going to do better than Mario. I don't think it's going to be as good of a movie.
Though. I wasn't... What would you put Mario at?
Mario, I'd say probably low 7.
Yeah,
seven. Yeah, 7.
It was fun.
It was, yep.
Like we talked about earlier, it's one that you knew you were getting into.
Yes.
It's okay, it's great,
Yep.
but it was fun to watch. But as far as movie, it's okay.
Yeah, but this
Jack
is...
Black, though.
Jack Black is Steve.
So who do we have? We have Jack Black, Jason Momoa,
and then, I can't remember her name. She's from the Peacemaker show. Peacemaker. She's the new character.
Peacekeeper.
No, Peacemaker. Peacemaker, her name is Danielle Brooks.
Okay.
Other stuff that she has been in.
I think it doesn't. I think whatever she
Okay.
does is going to be great. I think Minecraft. Minecraft, and you know why? Another tie-in. I think you said some news earlier about FNAF.
FNAF,
Five Nights
yes.
at Freddy's. So I mean, Five Nights at Freddy's crushed. You know, as
Five
a
Nights at
video
Freddy's
game
has crushed, but it hasn't been greenlit for a second movie yet.
movie. You said that.
Yes.
You said that. Let's go back to Minecraft for a second, though. I think Minecraft is going to pull off of that as well. The Mario movie,
Yeah.
the Sonic movies have done well. Five Nights at Freddy's crushed for the budget it had. I think it's just going to run. This is also going to help as well. Minecraft movie is going to do
But,
well.
okay, so think about it.
But back to FNAF.
I want to say on Minecraft really quickly. So, this Minecraft movie is a live-action movie. Minecraft is a pixelated game
Yeah.
that is blocks and only blocks.
Who's directing it? Do you know?
I do not know.
I don't think it matters.
Jared Hess.
I don't think I've heard of that name before.
He has done Nacho Libre, Napoleon Dynamite,
This is interesting.
Gentlemen Broncos,
Oh, this is
Masterminds. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's they might do well. I mean, it might have a different take on it. That might do well. I hope
Like I
they're
said,
making it for kids.
Minecraft is a very blocky movie. I mean, very blocky game. They're doing it live action in New Zealand with Jack Black cast as Steve.
I thought Momoa was Steve. Jack Black.
Jack Black is Steve.
I mean, I think it'll be fun.
So, what I'm picturing in my mind right now is that they're going to do the blocky world, and they're going to put in Jason Momoa as Steve, like just his
like Jumanji style.
Yeah, Jumanji style, and they're going to have Jack Black voice over everything that Momoa says.
Ah, interesting.
I think that I don't know. I don't know how they're going to do this. We have no idea about this movie
I
yet.
think regardless, until the trailer drops, I think it's gonna. I mean,
no matter what, it's going to be huge.
It's going to be huge.
I think that this movie...
I think Minecraft is the top selling game of all time.
Minecraft is the number one selling game of all time.
Yeah.
It is the biggest game of all time.
Yeah. This could be really huge.
This could be really huge.
Bigger than Mario, I think.
I
don't know about bigger than Mario.
No,
but
it will be.
You think?
I personally believe that this will be bigger than Mario.
That's a hot take.
No, every kid is going to want to go see this. Every kid's going to beg their parents to come see this.
I know, but every kid, adult, grandpa, aunt, uncle who's played Mario forever went and saw Mario.
That
You know,
is
I mean,
true.
that-
That is
I
true.
mean-
But I personally think Minecraft is going to outdo Mario.
That's nice. Okay. We'll see. I think it'll do very well.
Yeah.
But back to FNAF now. You said that they haven't confirmed.
They have not greenlit FNAF 2.
Is there a reason?
There's no reasoning given yet.
Isn't
It might be some people. I've read some stuff online where it might be contracting issues because Matthew Lillard was signed on for 3 movies.
3 movies.
But we don't know about anyone else. If they were signed on for how many movies they were signed on for, if they were only signed on for one,
they were,
and then they might be doing renegotiations because
It did well.
it did super well.
It did well. I mean, if I was them, they should be renegotiating. But that's
Exactly.
the reason also why it did well, though, is because they only had Matthew Lillard as their budget. You know,
They had Matthew Lillard and then
no other star power.
No,
The main guy was
he was PETA. He played PETA in the Hunger Games movies.
Okay, I haven't seen the Hunger Games. But so some star power, but I mean, otherwise, there's not much.
Yeah.
But the good thing, but let's be
Josh
honest.
Hutcherson.
The good thing now, though, is that they know they're gonna do what 300-400 million. What did they do? 300-400 million. I think?
They did.
I think it's 250 or something.
They did a staggering
On a $15 million budget. No, I think that's correct. $15 to $20 million budget. They did close to $300 million. So now they could easily put the budget up to $50 million and still bring in another $300-400
worldwide $289 million.
Yeah, on the budget of 15.
Yes.
So that means they had to make 30 to break even. They crushed it.
Yeah.
So now that gives them the green light to put $50 million into it and really come out swinging. And even if they do another 289, that's still great.
Yeah.
And what we talked about before, that's a big. I think it's a big franchise that we're going to see over year to year. And I think they can get.
I don't think we're going to see year to year because they haven't greenlit it yet. I think it's going to be an every other year or every third year franchise. Just how the previous Star Wars franchise was. I think we're going to get one every 3 years or every 4 years.
Man, I think that's a mistake. I think you can.
I think that's a huge mistake.
Push them out quick enough, and you can push them out once a year, and you're going to get hype every year. And with that fan base, it's not going to die down either.
But the big issue with that is how wonky the chronological order of the games is. They have to stick to the games kind of to be able to make like it's going to be difficult for them to make movies that go along with the games because it'd be like the third movie the fourth movie would take place years before the first movie.
Needless to say, you're right about that, but the good thing is they have plenty of options.
Exactly.
Like you said. So I think that franchise is going to go strong for a while. I just and it's cool. It was good to see all the kids here. It was good to see. It was another fanatical movie. They came in and they wanted to see it. They were excited to see it. The parents were like, I don't know, I'm here, but I want to see it.
And it released on streaming same day, and it did this well.
It did really well. I hope they don't do that again.
No, I don't think they will.
To do $2.90 day and date and release on streaming is huge. And you know what? Dune did okay for us, but Dune is also streaming day and date. So that we can have a much bigger bumper Dune 2 this year.
I definitely think I personally believe that FNAF would have crossed over $500 million worldwide.
Probably close.
Because Peacock, when FNAF came out,
I forgot. I did stream on Peacock, which is it? I think they're done.
It's $3 a month for Peacock.
They got to get it locked in. They got to figure it out to get it in place and get people hyped for it again before they forget. But I think it's gonna have no problem.
Mm-hmm.
Any other big news that we should look forward to?
Nothing right now. No, there hasn't been too much yet. So hopefully within this next week we'll have some big stuff to talk about.
Hopefully get a few more trailers dropping. I mean, I'm glad that FNAF is going to go strong. The Jack Black, I think we're excited to see him in Kung Fu Panda 4.
Yes.
I haven't seen any of those, but I know there's a big response to those as well. And it's Jack Black. I mean, it's his Bowser was great.
Yes.
So. Yeah, I'm excited to see some. I want to see a few more biopics. I wish Napoleon did better box office wise, but I think it's just. I think I think the theater industry is changing, and it's always, different people. People want to watch different things nowadays. Mm-hmm. So it's interesting to see where it goes.
Yep.
Anything else this week?
I don't believe so.
Oh yeah, I think. I'm excited to see Indiana Jones again. We talked about it a little bit. And I think we definitely need to find an older movie. If you guys have any ideas, let us know. And
we did discuss we are going to watch all 5 Indiana Jones movies.
Not this week.
Yeah. Come on.
No.
On a day.
But we are going to rate them.
Yes.
Next week we see them all. We'll rate them all next week. I can probably rate them all right now, but you want to rate them all right now? We've seen them all. Yeah, we'll do it all right now.
It's been forever. It's been a while.
We'll do it all right now real quick. That's all we'll do. I'll give you mine.
Okay.
Raiders of the Ark.
Yep.
First. Number 1. It's got to be number 1, I feel. I know people like Temple of Doom. We're going to go Raiders of the Lost Ark. We're going to go, for me, Last Crusades. And then I'm going to put Dial of Destiny ahead of Temple of Doom.
That's valid.
I'm not a fan. I like, as a kid, Temple of Doom and then Crystal Skull.
Yeah.
But I'm not a big fan of. I like parts of Temple of Doom, but as an overall movie, it didn't flow as well for me.
My ranking from favorite to least favorite. Gosh. Now I'm blanking on the name. I'm getting tired.
Raiders of the Lost.
No. No. Third one. Crusades.
Sean Connery.
Yeah. Crusades is my favorite.
Okay.
And then Dial of Destiny.
Really?
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Really?
Temple of Doom. And then we don't talk about the other one. Yeah. Yeah, no. We don't talk about that one. Yeah.
We're gonna go over that your rating earlier because I think
I do have to rewatch. I haven't seen Temple of Doom in forever.
Raiders is almost a perfect movie for me.
Okay.
It's close. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that next week too.
All right.
Okay. Thanks, Trevor.
Of course. Thank you.
We'll see you later.
All right.
Bye.
Is that it?
I'm going to bed.
All right. Me too.